right, I think we may be live as I work to get my stuff together. Got to get my stuff together. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Just put a number 1 up. Of course, bat 13 is the first in. I mean, I would expect nothing else. Daddy Dutch is checking in. It is good to see you, my friend. I think Houston is going to be starting soon, I do believe. Unfortunately, this year I'm going to miss it as I have to go to do some work in Chicago and New Orleans twice in March. So 3 would have been a little bit too much. My man James Bearden checking in. It is good to see you as I am rocking the license to griddle hat. And of course, Kiki is in the house. It's always good to see her. Uncle Pinks is checking in. Kelly Belly's backyard barbecue checking in. And we've got a bunch of 1s up, so that is a good thing. And I think I might have popped in here a little bit early tonight, maybe about a couple minutes or so. Let me just jump on over to Facebook and make sure everything is copacetic over there. And we've got my man Will Plunkett checking in over there. I look awfully white on Facebook. Let me lower these lights 1 second. Hold on. Still working for me. All right, I think I'm back. I look. I watched the show from the StreamYard uh, uh, video, and as I switched over to Facebook, look, my face looks a little pale. Does it look white to you? Do I look clear to you guys? Let me know. Maybe it is my bright green and white shirt. And we've got a bunch of 1s up. Daddy Dutch, yes, 3 weeks till Houston. And again, I will be going to Chicago, I think March 2nd to do some work. So it's a little bit too much, a little bit too busy here at the channel. And there is my man Scotty's backyard barbecue. He is outside shooting squirrels. That's what they do in Rice Lake. Grandpa barbecuing game cat is checking in, and there is my man Will Plunk, and Maddie is checking in. Hi, HT, Kent, Bat, James, Pinks, Paul, Scotty. Hi, all. And Anthony says, "What's up, everyone?" And Kinky, Kiki throws in a "You look great." Maybe Kinky Kiki. That's could be a new nickname. I don't know. And James is saying better now. And of course, my man Floyd is checking in. Colleen is checking in. Kinky Kiki. I like that nickname. So we do have 30 people in the house. What has everybody got going on the grill? If you saw a couple of my latest cooks, I got to tell you, have been friggin' amazing. I say this a lot. My wife actually laughs at me because she says I say it after every cook, and it is almost, and I'm talking on the License to Griddle channel right now. It is almost like and I'm not bragging, trust me, but it's almost like I outdo every cook by the next cook. Um, The burger cook I just did was amazing. That ham cook, forget about it, was friggin' awesome. And then I did a cook today that was that was maybe one of the best things I've ever cooked so far on the griddle. I made I mean, I guess it's a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. I think me and Scotty might have talked about this a week ago. Um, but I made my own hot honey sauce, by just honey, butter, Dijon mustard, spices, and I got some chicken thighs, and I floured them up and cooked them on the griddle and, put them on a nice roll with that hot honey, sauce, and I am telling you, man, the video about Wednesday, and I'm not just pushing my shit here, but, if you watch my reaction on this video, man, the first off, the bread was like a friggin' cloud. It was like a pillow. I finished the top of the bread off with some Weber spice rub, and, telling you, man, it was so friggin' good. I ate half, I gave Molly half, and, I called the neighbor up, and I got rid of the other sandwiches to the neighbor because I would have just chowed on that. I wouldn't have been able to stop eating it, so I had to get it out of the house. Like most of the things I cook nowadays, I gotta get it out of the house. I can't sit here and eat it, and that's gonna lead me into, something that I feel is important to talk about, and I almost invited CJ on the show tonight. I'm sure people follow Cooking with CJ, um, and, he's going through some battles, uh, uh, and I can say it because he put it out there, but he's going through some diabetic battles, he's going through some weight issues, and I try to preach it all the time. Well, I try to preach it with anybody who's watching me, but I mainly gear it to other content creators, because the food that we cook on a daily basis is just not good for us. It's okay to eat, but you can't eat it friggin', every day, every 2 days. I mean, I'm cooking every 2 days. So if I ate this stuff every 2 days, it is just not healthy, especially at my age, and it's catching up to CJ. And, it has caught up to a couple other content creators. I mean, I'm not gonna mention any names, but, you know, I wish CJ best, and, if you haven't seen the video, go to Cooking with CJ's channel and you can check it out. Um, and, maybe I'll invite him on the show to, talk about it, the struggles he's going through. And, it's not just CJ, it's the whole country is going through it. Not the whole country, but, look, I think the latest numbers I saw was 60% of Americans are friggin' diabetic. That's mind-boggling to me. I think I read in the '70s, only 4% of Americans were diabetic in the '70s, and now it's up to 60%. Um, I I think it's diabetic or overweight. I'd have to Google it. I'm not gonna do it now, but, it's a problem in this country, and I have been preaching it for a while, and I don't just preach, I do. I would be 100 and I would be 240 pounds if, if I didn't try to take care of myself as best as possible, especially for what we do, and especially that I started cooking on the griddle because that food is so easy to eat. I mean, ribs, and I've been doing the ribs and the brisket and all that jazz for so long, you know, um, but the griddle food, even my wife said, it's so friggin' good that it's hard to put down, and you just can't eat that stuff. It's cooked in the oil and some of the ingredients that we use. So I'm gonna reach out to CJ, down the road and see if he'll come on, he wants to come on the, the show, and it's just important for everybody out there who watches this. I know my man Will that I see down there, he, lost how much weight, Will? Like, 60, 70 pounds, I do believe, and I pull for Americans, I pull especially for the kids because if you pay attention what's happening with our children in this country, it's not a pretty sight. And there is Floyd, just going through some of these. Yes, Kinky Keithy. I got Kinky. I gotta remember that. And Scotty is gonna make up some squirrel soup. And did I say hi to Wendy? She is checking in. And everybody hit that like button. I do appreciate it. Next Sunday is the Super Bowl, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna come on live here. I may. We'll just have to pay, we'll just have to watch throughout the week. Beef tallow in the pressure cooker, and, that's one thing, like, if McDonald's switched from seed oil to beef tallow, it would be, like, 70% more healthier. The seed oil that McDonald's uses in this country is one of the worst things that you could put in your body. If they just did a, little switch to, a beef tallow, it's a hell of a lot healthier. And Patty is checking out G-pop. G-pop is a new pop, and that does sound delicious. Cruising down here, let's see. Molly definitely loves it. I mean, if you check out some of my videos, I've been showing her a lot because she's, like, right off stage left. I mean, she's, like, literally, like, a foot from the griddle when I'm cooking. The Eagles and KC, that is gonna be some game, I'll tell you. I hate the Eagles, but I'll have to pull for them a little bit because, I would love, Kansas City to get beat. I don't really follow football like I used to. I used to, gamble heavily on football. I used to watch football every Sunday with the guys, but football's not the same as it was the, in the '80s and '90s, a little different. I think the players are prima donnas now. I don't think they're like, your Randy Whites and your Dick Butkus and, Harvey Martin and Ed Too Tall Jones, some of them players there, they're not beefed up, they're not muscles like today's players, they're just big men, and they're, big men. Country style ribs, I love doing them. I did them probably about 2 months ago on the kettle. They were friggin' awesome, and yes, they do grow up quick, and we got another Eagles fans from my man Bat 13. Scotty also throwing his hat behind the Eagles. God, I was hoping that Buffalo, especially barbecue pops, big Buffalo's Bills fan, and I was hoping that they pulled it out against KC, but it didn't happen. We are definitely all cheering CJ on his new health journey, and it's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, the little battles that I go through, and I fluctuate. My weight fluctuates up and down a little bit, but I feel for some of the bigger people in this country because it's tough, man. It's tough. Food is so friggin' good, man. I love to eat. We've been trying to have, seafood on Sunday nights, So tonight I had a little cod, and like I said, I had half that chicken sandwich, got rid of it, half I had half, Molly had half, the rest went across the street. It's tough. Yeah, 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 I mean, it is. I wanna live as long as I can continue to have fun. Me and my wife talk about this, I'm not, I don't wanna ever go to, like, a home or need anybody to take care of me. So I wanna try to maximize my life expectancy, as long as I can. There are no guarantees, you know, we can do everything right, never smoke, go to the gym, exercise, watch what we eat. I mean, you see it happen to, ball players and jocks that are in shape, and they get the big casino and they pass at an early age. So, nothing is a given. Uh, Tomorrow is not promised for anybody in this chat, but there certainly are things that we can do to, to hopefully get, to uh, to an age that we wanna get to. Um, and not to mention the fact that, man, I gotta tell you, maybe I'm girly or that most dudes are, uh, but, I hate the way I look 10, 15 pounds. I can't stand it. It drives me to lose the weight, and like I said, I battle it all the time. I am constantly watching. I said the other day, me and my wife went somewhere, and I said, "Oh, we were coming home from the Hard Rock." We went to Atlantic City for the night, and I said, "C" and we stopped at Wawa, to get some coffee on the way home, and I said, "God, I can go for a donut." I just had an itch for a donut, and, Wawa sells them fresh, and, went in, we got our coffee, she came back, she said, "Well, where's the donut?" And I said, "I took a pass on it, because that's what I do." That's what sometimes we have to pass on stuff like that. Um, and there's my man Will coming in at 150 pounds lost. You know, that's major, man, and you're looking good, my friend, you're looking good. One of my, one of my first viewers that ever sent me anything. I don't remember what it was, Will, but he was the first guy that ever sent me something, and I was a little taken aback, and that was probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and there he is, 150 pounds down, my man Will Punk. Bread is a big weakness for sure. 50 pounds in 2023, but I'm still diabetic, sadly. We'll just keep on going, man. Keep on chasing that health. Lifestyle changes are a must for type 2 diabetes. The drug Ozempic was taken over by people wanting to lose weight, but really was intended for type 2 diabetes. It was short term. Yeah, it's what I've come to realize, Wendy, that it's not now, yes, there are some people that are just total pigs, just forget everything and they bloom up. There are a lot of people in this country, and I'm talking America, who don't overstuff. They're just big boned people, that they gain weight with, again, just because of the shit that's in the food in this country. I was talking to somebody, maybe it was CJ, I don't know, but ShopRite, which is the grocery chain in New Jersey, the place is a machine. If you walk in there at 6 o'clock in the morning, there is so much food, man. I mean, it's like, it's mind-boggling, from Chinese to chicken, just everything, and 70% of it is processed food. 70% of it probably doesn't even need to be on the shelves, but Americans just consume friggin' everything, um, because for whatever reason, um, you know. Yeah, it's about balance and lifestyle, it's going back to what I was saying before, man, maybe it's just as a dude, I'm a little girlier than other guys, man, but, I wanna feel good, and I wanna look good, I wanna try to take care of myself, I don't wanna be 100, 230. I think my highest ever weighed was about 235, and I'm usually now about 207, 210. I'll go up to 214, and then I'll fast, come down, but I feel good when you look good, you feel good, so it's a battle for a lot of people in this country, I went out to Canada last year with M&K, and I gotta tell you, man, I didn't see too many people that were, overweight in that country. So it leads me to believe from what especially from what I hear from what I read, a lot of it is an American thing, from the food and stuff that is that we put in foods I'm not gonna get political here because this isn't really a place for it, and I know a lot of people hate Trump and, whatever, that really matters to me. But there's one thing that I'm pushing for, and a lot of people hate RFK also, but I gotta tell you, man, he really wants to change our politicians, and I'm talking Republican and Democrat, our politicians have totally sold the Americans right down the drain. I mean, our pharmaceutical companies in this country make so much friggin' money, and they need our kids to be sick, again, going back to CJ, that dude is on, like, 15 medicines. Think about that, 15 medicines, so instead of the doctor saying, "Hey, dude, you gotta lose weight, and then your numbers will come down, this, that, and the other," they would rather just put them on medicine, 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 and I don't know when all that started in this country, but it is just not cool to be on so many medicines. The human body I know there's medicines that you need, especially when you get sick, but anytime you're young like CJ and you go on a medicine, you need another medicine for that medicine, then you're gonna need another medicine for those 2 medicines. It's like a never-ending thing, and those medicines aren't good for the human body. Instead of the better thing is to get healthy, and then you won't need 3/4 of those medicines, you know, anyway, um, I'm hoping that America gets healthy again, that I'm hoping that pharmaceuticals, get knocked back, and take a seat and stop putting all this garbage in our food, all these pesticides, and, I think we talked about it last week, that red dye, whatever it is called, they took that out of, women's makeup because it causes cancer, but they allowed it in the food still for 10 years. Think about that. So they removed it from makeup because they know it causes cancer, but it took them many years to finally get it out of the food. I mean, just think about that for a second, you know? I just did this Google search, again, because I this has been on my mind now for a while because I just hate to see people unhealthy. Do you know 70%, 70% of kids in America, kids, college students, high school students are on Adderall, which is a mind-altering drug. 70% of high school and college kids are on Adderall. Let that sink in. That is you know, that's crazy. And these are healthy kids. These are healthy kids. 70%. And Will's got me on YouTube, Heartbreak for Buffalo, and Wendy coming in that she is diabetic. One of her friends is a veteran and gave me Ozempic. That's a I hear a lot of good things about that, Wendy. I wish you luck on it. I wish you luck on it. Of course, Maddie says, "We ain't cheering for the Chiefs in this house." Super Bowl is all about hanging out with friends, kinda like another holiday. I totally get that and totally agree. When I was hanging out at the, well, I lost my Harley, and so I was a big gambler, a big loser, and I actually lost my 1980 Harley Davidson lowrider to a bookie. So I had a pretty much of a gambling problem growing up. But yeah, I was with my friends at the bar, man. We were betting, we were calling them, calling the bookies, and every Sunday in the bar it was good times. And yes, I'm sure barbecue pops was hurting. They came so close. And Will comes in. I lost 150 pounds in reverse diabetes. My A1C is now 4.8. That is that commercial. I was actually goofing with my daughter on that. I was walking up because I'm kind of an annoying person. I'll say the same thing over and over. But I was actually saying my AC, my A1C, whatever. It probably had to be there. But that is great news. And yeah, you can reverse a lot of your numbers when you lose 150 pounds, your body is gonna reverse a lot of stuff. So that is good news, man. It's funny you said that. I found I'm not hungry anymore as I get older. It's funny you say that. So I'll go on a fasting for, like, 72 hours and, where I'll just drink water for 72 hours, and, once you shrink the stomach down, once you stop eating, your body will stop wanting, you know what I mean? So, when I go in, because 'cause I'm human, so I go through spurts where I'll just binge on ice cream but once I start eating, my body just wants me to continue to eat. It's almost like crack. If you take a hit of crack, you want more. If you start shoveling food in your mouth, you're just gonna wanna keep shoveling food in your mouth, but when you stop eating or when you stop giving your body, especially like sugars and stuff, your body will stop asking for it. Um, it's kind of, uh, it's kinda pretty cool, I saw Spedlinosis, you go all vegan, diabetes goes away. I totally get that. HT, when you love food, it's tricky. Will, that is incredible. And I love food, man. I've lowered I was gonna say my AC1 or whatever. That's the goof thing for me, but, I lowered my cholesterol from 240 to 187. I don't know where I am now. I have to go back to the doctor, but, that was pretty cool. First on PayPal, there you go, that's right, I'm catching up now. So, yeah, so Will was the first one, like I said, to send me something, and I remember saying to the wife, it's like, I almost feel, like, bad, do I send this money back? What do I do? How do I handle this? So that was pretty cool. I appreciate that, Will. Yes, it is lifestyle changes for sure. You guys have so many more cool snacks than we do at fast food options that we don't have. Yeah, but those cool snacks, there's, there are a lot of obesity, children in this country. I talked to my daughter and, 'cause I haven't been she was a kid, and I mentioned to her, "Don't ever introduce your baby to, like, McDonald's, because once you bring that kid to McDonald's and they get that Happy Meal, they're gonna try to wanna go back to McDonald's all the time, so as a parent, it's up to you. If you never introduce your kid to that type of food, then they're not gonna know that type of food, you know what I mean? So, as a parent, you get to sculpt or whatever the word is of what your kids eat, um, again, when I had my daughter, I took her to McDonald's all the time because we didn't really know anything, any better back then. There's a lot of information out there now, so 180 pounds, but I'm still overweight or still diabetic. And there is my man, Uncle Steve, checking in. What is shaking? And I do hope to make it to Houston, next year, Uncle Steve, if you're having it. This year, I gotta go to Chicago, I think it is the 2nd, and then I gotta go to Chicago, New Orleans, I think on the 25th or something, so a little bit too much. 100%, man. I still don't even know how, lobbyists are allowed to occur in this country. Squirrel is sugar and fat free, there you go. And we got Ireland coming in, that is Kevin McSweeney. Kevin McSweeney, all the way from Ireland. Let's see, let me just pop over on Facebook to see if I got everybody. We got David Lehman over there. What's up, brother? My man Will popped in. Check out the page. And Kiki is, on Facebook. Give that a little bit of likes over there for Kiki. That is Kiki. And look at that, I am all caught up. That is a half hour of ranting. What's everybody got, and yeah, I those who follow me, man, I had I was fighting this, chest cold for probably, uh, I don't know, it seems like 2 weeks, but I went out on one Monday and cooked, and it was like 6, 7 degrees out, and it just totally friggin' destroyed me. That's why you saw me, and yes, Scotty called it out. I had my wife's scarf on wrapped around my throat. Scotty says, "240, what the hell?" Why is, hold on, I'm getting, how come Scotty's blue? Oh, you know what? I'm on YouTube. Hold on, let me get back to StreamYard. There you go, that's better. That is a free range. Logan Fox coming in. "Hey, Tommy, late to the show. What have I missed?" Well, you just missed me ranting about unhealthy food habits in America, basically where I past 15, 20 minutes. I seem to preach about that and again, this leads me up to it, so, I might as well start talking about it again 'cause I think it's such an interesting subject, and me and my wife were just talking about it, 2, 3 days ago, again, just the decisions that you make the decisions that everybody in this chat has made over the past 20 years, from Uncle Steve to David to Scotty to Wendy to M and K, Kevin, McSweeney, every decision that you have made over the past 20 years, more than 20, we'll just say 20, have led you to this point right here, have led you right into this chat right here tonight. So, that's pretty amazing. And as I was talking, if COVID never happened, okay, if COVID never happened, I wouldn't be here right I can freaking guarantee that I would not be here right now if COVID, didn't so it's just amazing how, uh, decisions that we make, lead us to exactly where we are, and believe it or not, everybody is exactly where they are meant to be, so if somebody's a drug addict and just, no good, that is just where they're meant to be. I mean, it's just the way it is. I shouldn't say that, but, I feel everybody is pretty much where they're meant to be. Um, you know, I feel that's just an amazing that's just an amazing thing how, we all have ended up, in this chat tonight just from, the decisions that we have made over the years. And trust me, like I had mentioned, and there's no secrets with me. There ain't not a person in this chat that has done more drugs than I have done. Trust me. I lived on the stuff, but a decision I made got me clean, where other people couldn't make that decision, and they just kept on going down. I've got friends on the wall right here that are no longer here just from drugs and alcohol alone. Probably 3/4 of my friends are gone just because of drugs and alcohol. They were when I got clean, they didn't. And again, those are the decisions led to their demise, were the decisions that I made, led for me to still be alive and be so on a daily basis, we're just continue to make we just continue to make decisions that take us down path to wherever we're gonna be in a year from now. It's all interesting stuff, man. And good evening from snowy Wisconsin. That is Chris coming in. Hit that thumbs up from Kinky Kiki. I do appreciate it. Lots of upper viral infections going around, man. It was killer, man. I still got the cough. I still got the cough. So I don't ever cook anything for game day. That would be considered my day off. Usually on a holiday or something, I'll just take a back seat. But I have been working so much lately. Um, cook, edit, cook, edit, cook, edit, cook, edit. I've been basically working right into, on today I worked, so in the wintertime, since I don't really do anything in the wintertime, I might as well stay home and work, because I enjoy it so much that I might as well do it. It's not like, "Oh, man, I gotta go to fucking work. I don't wanna go to work tomorrow." I was looking at an old Snapchat from 2018, and I was goofing, like, because we were supposed to get snow, and I'm like, "Oh god, I hope it snows. I don't wanna go to work tomorrow," and that just doesn't happen anymore. So, like I told my wife or today, I said, look, if I'm gonna sit home anyway, I might as well cook. I might as well go to work. There's nothing for me to do in the wintertime. Um, so, I might as well work, so that's what I did, and that is very cool to think, and I can even go, further into it. So a goofiness, the girls call me HK. I mean, people in here know that. Um, if that never started so I went back and looked at some of the lives, because I was bored one day, and I came upon the first time it was said, okay? And so that started to develop a friendship between the 3 of us, and if it was never said, okay, we probably wouldn't be I'm not saying they wouldn't be on the chat because they're barbecue's family, but it probably wouldn't be the relationship that has developed, the friendship that has developed just from those words in the one live that I happen to see, you know? So, again, that's just, all the little nuances that just bring people to where they are, you know? There's an old saying of why did it go? "Why me? Why does it always happen to me?" Well, it happens to you because y your laws of attraction, to get a little bit deeper, um, there is a laws of attraction. If you are a negative person and, if you're a piece of shit and you hang out at bars and you hang out with other piece of shits and you wonder why are all my girlfriends cheating on me? Why are all my girlfriends pieces of shit? Well, they're pieces of shit 'cause you're a piece of shit, because that is the laws of attraction. You are attracting the piece of shit. It's interesting stuff, but the laws of attraction are very real. You are what you attract. If you're a good person, you will attract good people. I always had good girlfriends. 'Cause that's just what I attracted because of the person that I am. I My friend got 4 f I think he's dead now, but he got, like, 4 or 5 DUIs. How does that even happen? Well, it happens because that's the laws of attraction. That is just what he is attracting and bringing like, I've driven drunk many times. I'm not proud of it, but, growing up in the '70s and '80s, it was a lot looser back then. People always drove drunk. Believe it or not, DUIs started, I think it was called MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Whenever that started, that's when the law really started coming down on drunk drivers. Slow, though. It was a slow develop. In the '80s, if you got I got pulled over in my van with a quarter keg of beer tapped with about 5 or 6 friends in my van. We were driving around drinking a quarter keg of beer. The cops pulled us over. Alls they did was take the tap and said, "You could pick this up at the police station tomorrow." That's the difference between then and today. Always, they would just spill the beer out and leave. If you had joints in the car or something, they would just take it and just either trash it or keep it. The times were way different back then, than they are today. But, the laws of attraction are, they're very real. And if you're one of those people that always say, "Why me? Why me? Why me?" Take a look at the take a look at yourself because you're attracting all that stuff, your way. It's very interesting stuff, and if you really wanna get more into it, like a Wayne Dyer or an Abraham Hicks would be a good start for you to learn the about the laws of attraction, 'cause you're just attracting what you are, and Logan says, "Isn't that wild?" Yeah, they're all gone. All on my wall right there. Get you all right there, all gone except for me. I'm in the middle, and I'm on the end, and I'm on the end. But other than that, the guy on the with 2 shirtless pictures, that's Richie, he's gone. That's me next to Richie. It's a pack of papers by there, and Joey up top is gone, and Joey on the bottom is gone, all gone. And, Grandpa Barbecue said, "That's the use of pouring." You can't, for sure. Because I grew up in the restaurant business and in the '70s and '80s, everybody ate sauces. Sauces were big, picadas, salads, a lot of butter sauces, and stuff like that, so I put a lot of food into my system that probably aren't the best food to be putting in your system, but, I started going to the gym probably gotta be about 6, 7 years ago. I started going to the gym. I think my heaviest weight, I think I looked at a picture. I was at a party, it was a pool party, and I looked at a picture, man, and, I had a double chin, my gut was friggin' out there, and I just looked at this picture, and I was younger, obviously, and I looked at this picture and said, "God, I look fucking terrible." And ever since that day, man, it's I go been going to the gym, and I don't think I've missed a week besides if I was sick or on vacation. I don't think I've missed a week at the gym in 7, 8 years, like, where I just didn't go. I always go to the gym. Now look, I don't go to the gym to buff up, you know? I go to the gym to just come with a fo because I'm a 40, 45-year smoker. I just go to the gym just to walk the treadmill, breathe, try to get that good oxygen, happening, because again, I'm having more well, I'm not gonna say I'm having more fun now than I did in the 70s and 80s with my guys over there, but, I'll tell you what, man, for for my age now, I'm having a lot more fun than 90 other percent, 95% of other people my age. I have to believe that, um, so I wanna keep doing it, man. I wanna keep feeling good, I wanna keep looking good, I wanna keep cooking, and I wanna keep having fun, for as long as I can. And I don't wanna lose this feeling of where I'm at right now, if that makes sense. And Ryan is checking first live, I appreciate that. And my man Jerry Anthony, that is Barbecue Jerry checking in. That is Scotty's Backyard Barbecue's friend. Yeah, I got them on the wall, I got all my barbecue buddies, got the Wall twins, my niece, got, M and K, a couple pictures of them, couple pictures over there, got Uncle Steve over there, got Grill Sergeant over there, got Lep over there, and of course, we've got, Scalier and Taylor. What's her how do you pronounce that? I always forget. Of course, more pictures up there though, man, come on, let's go. I ain't getting any younger. I know, I think, CJ I might be going out to Vegas in July, maybe. CJ, does something. We'll see, and I'm hoping to get out to Canada soon. Hooters Wings sounds good to me. Where's my picture? There you go. Your picture's hanging up in Scotty's room, Scotty's backyard barbecue. That is, Barbecue Jerry always wants to, start a channel, but, never did, and, YouTube's changing. YouTube is definitely not the same unless you cheat and purchase views. It's very, not like it was, let's put it that way. I'm still having fun. He'll never get my LSGs, never. Barbecue Jerry's cut off on my pits right now. I got to, I think we're supposed to have it's supposed to warm up here in Jersey. I think tomorrow I'll finish editing, today's cook, and, shave. A little bit ragged. Um, and I gotta figure out what I am gonna cook coming up. I gotta do some appetizers for Z Grills for the Super Bowl. Then I gotta come up with something on my, well, I gotta do a biscuit test on that 1150 from Masterbuilt, that's coming up. Yes, 50 tomorrow. I am looking forward to that, man. I am spring driven, man. I am spring driven. I bust with Scotty all the time because I don't wear a coat. When I go out, I do not wear a coat. When I film, I do not wear a coat. And I just love T-shirts and jeans. Not that I go out in a T-shirt and jeans when it's, 20 degrees out, but I'll just have like a shirt like this, just a shirt like this, and I'll make sure my truck is warmed up, and I'll run from my house to my truck, from the truck to the restaurant, so I just don't like coats, and I'm just spring driven, man. I just live for the spring and summer, and yeah, come time August, I'm kinda, I mean, like August, September, August, late August, September, kinda over it and want fall. That's just one of the, things I love about living in Jersey because, excuse me, for the change of seasons. I love the change of seasons. I could never handle like a Florida weather where it's just so friggin' hot, man. I like to visit, but I couldn't live there. North Carolina would be good. I lived in Georgia, that was good. Jersey, I like East Coast weather for sure. That stupid groundhog said there's gonna be 6 more weeks of winter, or like I said on my gallery page, 6 what'd I say? 6 more weeks of cold grilling or something like that. Winter grilling. There's my man checking in. What is happening? Salute to you, my friend. It'll be 75, 80 this week for the Super Bowl. Is that where the, Super Bowl is at, or are you in Florida? Scotty says, "I hope I'm out in my shirts at 20 degrees, dropping below 0. I go out in my shorts at 20 degrees." We had 8 to 10 inches of snow, then 2 weeks later, 75 to 80, and that's how everyone's getting sick. Definitely. I can live there. Very, Canada's very, very US, very US. The little time that I spent there, the roads, the structure of the city, at least where I was very US. Yeah, it just won't talking here, Ron, my throat is, only got a couple minutes, so I'm good, but if I had another hour to do, I wouldn't even make it. My throat is very scratchy. God, he says 3 more months of winter. That would friggin' kill me, man. I mean, here in Jersey, we make it through February, March, it's gonna start to warm up a little bit here and there, and then after March, April 1st, we are home free, and it is springtime. Louisiana, there you go. No, I would not. Same thing with Arizona, man, and Vegas, man. Vegas is friggin' we were there 2 years ago, and it was 115 or something in Vegas. That was a dry heat, so it wasn't, like, really humid, I don't think, but it was, like, 115, man. That's friggin' crazy. Will says he gets cold just opening up the fridge. There you go. Lately, I've been sleeping because I've got drafty, windows where I sleep, so lately, I've been sleeping with full, shirt, socks, sweats, all bundled up. I do not like sleeping in the cold, and I friggin' can't stand ceiling fans blowing on me. Man, Judge well checking in. Did you get a chance to use that knife yet? I got a, you know, I got myself a, hold on. Bear with me. I want you guys seeing something you're not supposed to. Hey, well, here you go. I got a new knife here to check out later in the week. So I do the show like this. Supposed to put your palm there, and it's supposed to get the temp. I need the temp over here now. I'll just have to hold this camera as we go to wrap up the show. All right. Well, this ain't gonna doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Wait, one more shot. Hold on. I got a little camera on a tripod here that's supposed to pick up my movement in my head, and it ain't seem to happen. So look, that's gonna be I'm gonna close out this show anyway. My throat is kind of shot. The camera ain't working. Laws of attraction. There you go, man. You down with that or what? We talked about that in the beginning of the show, the laws of attraction. I'm not sure if you were here. Hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. The camera just it almost connected on me. There we go. There we go. All right, let me close this out by seeing if I missed them. I haven't cooked anything yet. Freezing cold and very sick. This, yeah, everyone. Well, worked in Alaska. You kidding me? I'm getting ready for bed, man. Ain't that terrible? 7 o'clock, man. I'll probably be in bed, 7:30, quarter to 8. All right, guys. Look, I got to. I'm dying here. My throat's dead. Um, Everybody, go out and have fun this weekend, man. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that makes you smile. Um, and as we talked about in the beginning of the show, do something to maybe if you want to make some changes, do something to make you a little bit healthy. Go for a walk. Start eating right. It's never too late to it's never too late to start, and that is basically what I'm going to do. Me and my wife go out to dinner, 4 or 5 times a week, and I already let her know that we're not gonna go out to dinner the first couple days anyway because I gotta drop a couple, and it's hard to do that when you go out to dinner because you get the bread and all that jazz. All right, guys, I gotta get off of this one. My throat is gone. I appreciate all you guys for watching. Will I be here next Sunday? I may be. We just have to wait and see. I know it is Super Bowl Sunday, so probably not, but who knows? I may just wanna pop on. So just stay tuned for anything that I announce. I appreciate all you guys for checking in. It was another fun talk. I hope somebody out there who needs to make changes will definitely make 'em. That would be pretty cool. Again, I appreciate all you guys for coming into this live stream here. Keep on watching my videos, Scotty's videos, everybody's videos. Keep on watching. And until next time, we'll see you guys soon.